Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Patty Over 60. If you are new here, I am Patty and I am over 60. And today I want to talk to you about an article that I read this past weekend of how to save some money. And this is 99 ways to save. I think it sounds very interesting, so don't go away. We are going to talk about it. All right, thank you for coming back. And today we are going to talk about an article that is called 99 Ways to Save. Now, if you, like me, are a member of AARP, then this past week you should have received in the mail your AARP Bulletin, and it is for the month of July, I do believe. The AARP Bulletin, and if you will notice, on the front, it has this article that we're going to talk about today, which is 99 Ways to Save Money. Now, I am not going to go through all 99 ways because we would be here a long time. But I do want to take a look at some of the ones that either are really good ideas. Some of them I may be questioning if it's a good idea or not, and some of the ideas that I'd never heard of before. So what we're going to do is we are going to get started. And in order to do this, because I'm going to be reading from it, I'm putting on my reading glasses. All right, so anyway, this was in the middle of the bulletin. This bulletin does have a lot of other articles in it as well. So if you got it, take a look. You might find something else that is interesting as well. But first, we're going to go onto the front page here. And it does say that this is an article about tried and true principles, shopping assertively, how to be open for DIY solutions, reduce waste, and maintain a frugal mindset. That's a good word, frugal. You know, I have to stop saying cheap because cheap makes you sound like you are, just accepting anything. But frugal and thrifty, those words I like because I feel like that's what I have become at this time in my life. I'm frugal, I'm thrifty. I don't like to spend a lot of money on things, but I do want quality. And so we're going to use the word thrifty and frugal. Now, the first thing that it's talking about here is food. So let's talk about some of the food ideas they have. The first one that I really like is using reusable Keurig cups or K-cups. This is a great idea because from what I am being told, those K-cups, they're really not good for the environment. They don't break down easily, and because of the materials that they're made out of. So I'm being told that actually those K-cups that you buy with the coffee already in it are not really good for the environment. Now, that being said, if you do get the reusable cup, what's really cool about this is that you can fill it with whatever coffee you want. So I love to go to like Whole Foods or Fresh Market. They have those barrels out there with the great different flavored coffees, and they smell so good. And get some of that coffee and put it into these little reusable K-cups, as we'll call them. And you can have whatever coffee you want, and it's a lot better for you because you are reusing it. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you see the boxes of the coffee in the K-cups, it's very expensive. So it's a great hassle-free way to make your coffee. It says here that you can buy the little reusable K-cups for about $1.50. And according to this, you could save about $277 a year. That's awesome. I will say that I have started using a coffee press. This is amazing because you don't need any of the little cups or anything. You buy the loose coffee and you just pour it into the press. You press it with some hot water, like you can microwave the water, or if you have an electric kettle, and you don't need any of those things. The filters are really thin, and my press came with so many of them, I'll probably never ever have to buy more. And the cool thing about this as well is that when you are finished making your coffee, you pop out the filter and the grounds, and those can be actually used as fertilizer. You put them out into your garden. I really love my coffee press, and it is saving me a lot of money because the bag of coffee that I buy is lasting me forever. So that's a couple of really good things. And it does say you can get your favorite brew for less, which is true. You can find a place where you can go ahead and grind your own coffee, pick whatever flavors you want. Great suggestion. Let's go on to the next thing as far as food this is talking about those home food services where they deliver all of the ingredients to you. This is saying it's a good idea. You can save money like on your first order. It's also suggesting that maybe you can do this and then it's easy to cancel. I don't like to do a lot of memberships like this because I'm notorious for forgetting to cancel it and then I'm stuck with it. But it does suggest those as well, such as Home Chef, HelloFresh, Blue Apron as well. So if you want to try those, it does say that you can actually save a little bit of money on your groceries because these items come to your house with everything that you need. So if that is something that you would be interested in, go ahead and do that. Anyway, they do have some other food suggestions. Those are the two that I found the most interesting, and especially the coffee one, that is something that I do. Now, the next thing they're talking about is travel, and I found really interesting. So according to Airlines Reporting Corporation, it is saying that booking your flights on Sundays is actually the best idea. For whatever reason, this seems to be the day where you can get the lowest fares. Also, it is saying, according to Expedia.com, that the best day to fly cheap are Thursdays and Fridays. So go ahead and book your flight on a Sunday. Book it so that you're leaving on a Thursday or a Friday. And according to this, you may actually really be able to save some money on flying. That is something really good to know. Expedia.com is a great site to check for really good prices. It is also saying that you should try to fly out of hubs. So if you're in an area like where I am at, Orlando is a hub, Tampa is a hub. If you can fly out of a hub, it is also a cheaper way because you don't have to worry about any of those flying between the hubs or whatever. So I don't fly a lot. I mean, I've flown a handful of times. I'm not a real expert on it, but you guys that travel a lot and fly a lot, you probably already know this. So anyway, it also is saying that you should try to go to non-attraction places. And what they're saying here is like, why pay a lot of money? And in Orlando, you're going to pay a lot of money to go to Disney, to go to Universal, all of those theme parks, the water parks. They are great, but they are expensive. The tickets are expensive, and then the food and the merchandise inside is expensive. So what they're saying here is, why not travel somewhere that the attractions are either very cheap or free? And the examples it gives here is like going to places that have caves to explore and waterfalls that you can experience and photograph and just things like that. So try to find free things in the areas that you want to travel to. And again, it does say a really good idea here is to ask the locals where to eat. This is a good idea. I really like this because you can go and you can eat at all of the large chains in every town in the United States as well as around the world. You know, there's Hard Rocks and, Hooters and all these places everywhere. But what's good, though, is to find that little place where the locals go to eat, because that's where you're going to find the really good food that is specific to that area. You know, if you're going to Louisiana, you want to find a place where you are going to get some amazing Cajun food. Check with the locals. They're going to steer you in the right direction. Savannah, St. Augustine, anywhere out west, up north, wherever you are going, if you have the opportunity to talk to the locals, you're probably not only going to find some of the best food in that town, but it's probably going to be a lot cheaper than eating in the large restaurants. I find that talking to people at the hotel where you are staying, ask them, where do the locals eat? And I think not only are you going to have a great meal, save some money, but you are just going to be experiencing that town. I love this idea, and I am definitely going to continue to do this. I've been doing it. It's great. Okay. Also, it is suggesting when you travel to bring your own refillable water bottle. I know for a fact if I forget to bring my water bottle when I go into the theme parks here, and especially now because the water fountains are not working, I guess because of COVID still, but then you have to buy a bottle of water and you are going to be paying a premium price for that bottle of water. So bring a refillable bottle with you, and that way you will have water to drink, especially if you're walking around sightseeing. Very good idea. Now, the next idea for travel, I don't know. It says that you can save money by staying in a hostel. I saw that movie. It didn't end well for everybody. I'm not staying in a hostel. However, it does say that it is a great way to save money. All right, their next category is cars. First, they're talking about purchasing a car, and the ideas that they have here I really kind of like. Of course, the first thing you want to do is you want to think about the kind of car you want, what your needs are, and so forth. And it tells you, go ahead, go out there to the dealers, test drive every car you could possibly have an interest in. Test drive that car, take notes on it, see what you like, and then walk away. According to this article, it is saying that you should walk away, go home, get pre-approved for an auto loan. It does say that you can save a lot of money and get a better interest rate by getting pre-approved for that auto loan instead of going to the dealer and letting them do the financial workup for you. So test drive your car, walk away, and then go look into getting pre-approved for the auto loan. The next thing it tells you, though, is don't go back to the dealership yet. It actually suggests doing your haggling over the phone instead of face-to-face with the dealer. I kind of like that idea, actually, because you know what car you want, you know what you are pre-approved for, and then you call them up and you work that deal. I think it's a great idea. We are going to be in the market for a new car very soon, and I think we're going to try out this technique. So, anyway, it does say that's a great idea. There are some other things in here about, making sure that you keep your tires rotated, make sure your wiper blades are clean. But one thing I want to talk about is that you can also get free service at some auto parts stores. I know that I personally have done this. If you have absolutely no idea how to maintain your car, if you need new wipers, a lot of these places you go in and you ask and they will put them on for you. I know the last time I needed a new battery, I bought the battery there, they put it in for free. It was great. So don't be afraid to ask them if they will go ahead and put that in for you, install it, and you can save some money that way as well. Okay, so now we're just going to talk a little bit about shopping and what they are actually talking about. The first thing about shopping on this article or in this article that I like is the fact that it does address the fact that everybody is shopping online now. But so many people are shopping on Amazon. Amazon is great. I'm a Prime member. I love Amazon. But don't forget that there are other online options. Walmart, Target, Costco has online shopping, and you may actually be able to get a better deal on an item at one of those. So again, this is something where you just want to do your research. See what it costs on Amazon, see what it might cost at Walmart or Target or Costco or any other site that you know of. Shop around. Just because you're not actually walking the mall, you can still shop around, and I think that's something that you should definitely do. There are some cash back sites that are recommended. Rakuten and Mr. Rebates are the two that this article talks about. I know there are others out there, so look into those. They can be really helpful as far as a cash back site. They do mention a website called Shop Savvy. And according to this is something I've never heard about. You can go ahead and scan for an item, or you take the item, you scan the barcode where you can get it cheaper. And so I would definitely look into this. Again, Shop Savvy. They also list QR reader and red laser. So I'm going to list those again. Shop Savvy, QR reader, and red laser. These items, you scan the barcode and it can tell you where you can get a better price on these items. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to try that also. I like that. Just a brief mention of some of the things that they have listed in their insurance category. And it's something that I think most people know. Just to be sure that you ask for safe home ownership discounts and also smart home discounts. A lot of homes now have smart thermostats. They have smart outlets. You may be able to get some discounts on your insurance with those. So check those out. Okay, the next category is about saving money on utilities. A lot of these things I did not know about. Some of them I do know about. Don't cover your vents. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people that do this. They cover their vents because maybe where their desk is or their bed is, the vent is right on them, even if they try to adjust it, so they cover it up. Don't do that. It's really not going to help your utility bill at all. And of course, keep your toilet fixed. Don't let it become leaky. Make sure that your furnace filter is changed. They do have subscriptions where you can continuously get the furnace filter. They also have that for air conditioning filters as well, so you can continue to keep it changed and keep it clean. That's always going to help your utility bill and your energy. You know, it also is talking here about forcing your windows, insulating your attic, and making sure you don't have any drafts in your fireplace. Some of these things here in Florida, we don't have to worry about, but if you're somewhere else, of course, you want to look into all of those things. Now, it also talks about your refrigerator. Now, this is something that I did not know. It says that your refrigerator uses more energy making ice, your ice maker. And in fact, what it is saying about the ice maker is that the majority of the energy that's being used is to heat the element that melts the ice just enough to where it drops. So it does suggest if you have high utilities and you're really thinking of ways to help with that, it does suggest turning off your ice maker. According to this, the ice maker contributes to 12 to 20% of the energy consumption of your refrigerator. I did not know that, and that is very interesting. And it says 3/4 of the energy is used to heat the molds so that they will release the ice. So what they are saying is you can shut that off, and you can get ice trays. You can get bags of ice and use that. The bags of ice, you're still going to be spending some money. Ice trays, I don't have a problem with that. I grew up with ice trays, so not a problem. So that is something that you can consider. I never knew that before, so I learned something new today. Anyway, so yeah, those are some of the things that they talk about as far as home maintenance, the smart thermostat, a smart sprinkler. Didn't know they had smart sprinklers, but everything's smart today, apparently, except me, because I didn't know that. Anyway, so let's move on to the next category. Now, this article has some great ideas as far as healthcare and medication. And I just want to mention a few of those with you. Of course, we all know that right now you are able to have virtual appointments with a doctor or a nurse, and some other healthcare professionals. So you should check with your insurance, check with your doctor's office. Some of these may actually be covered as a regular doctor's appointment. And if it says here, Medicare is offering free virtual doctor appointments for some issues. So check with your doctor or your insurance company for details on that. I think it's a great idea. And I think it's the way things are going to go in the future. For certain things, you know, you may not need to actually go into that office. And the less I have to go into the doctor's office, the better. All right. Also, you want to be sure whenever you go to a doctor, a specialist, this could go for dentists as well. Be sure that they are in network. You're going to save a lot of money if your doctor, specialist, dentist is in network. I know that there are certain people who absolutely love their doctor, and more than likely you're going to stay with that unless you happen to change insurance companies. If you do change, make sure your new doctor or the doctor that you've been seeing is in network. Also, hospitals and places you go for scans, x-rays. Just make sure that these locations, wherever they are, hospital, places you have procedures done, are in network. It's going to save you a great deal of money. Now, as far as medication go, first of all, generics are a great way to save money. Now, generic medication, for the most part, is the same as your brand name medications. Of course, this is something that you should always check with your doctor and check with your pharmacist before changing from your brand to generic, because I know that there are some instances where your doctor may want you only on the brand name. So ask your doctor, ask your pharmacist if generics will work for you. It is a great way to save some money on your prescriptions. Also, just be aware that there are assistance programs for your medications. Your doctor may have some information on that. They can sometimes give you like a little card. You call the card and they provide you with the information. Your pharmacist is a great source for prescription cost assistance programs. They can tell you all the information you need, but also there is a website that I have used in my job previously to help patients find assistance for the cost of their medication. And this website is called needymeds.org. Now you go onto this website, needymeds.org, and there will be a little search bar. You put in the name of your medication and it will bring up a list of any sources for assistance that are available for that particular medication. I can't tell you how many times I have helped patients go from a huge, expensive prescription down to maybe only having to pay $10, $5, some cases $0. So again, needymeds.org, a great source for assistance programs for the cost of your medication. There are also assistance programs that are actually provided through your dentist office if you need to have a lot of dental work. Some of the offices do provide assistance programs. They have like their memberships, like a membership program that you join that can assist you with either the cost of the medication or give you good options like payment programs and so forth. So if you have a lot of dental work coming up, talk to your doctor's office about assistance or a membership through the office that might help you with that. Okay, we are almost to the end of this amazing article. We are almost to the end. Just a few more things to talk about. And actually, this is one, it's just kind of a random thing, but I thought it was actually very cool. I did not know that Street Tree and Arbor Day programs are available to where you can get a free tree. I didn't know this. These are programs that are through the United States, and they will actually give you a tree. I think this is amazing. You can also go on, according to this, you can Google free trees, and they will list you sites where you can actually get a free tree. And I just think this is so cool because, you know, when you're doing your landscaping of your house or maybe outside of business, trees can be expensive, but trees are so good. I mean, not only are they beautiful and they bring in the birds and just, you know, they're really great for the environment. So I think this is an awesome thing. I've never heard of it before. And this is something else I'm actually thinking about doing. How cool is that? All right, so the last thing I'm gonna do is just talk about some of the membership benefits, AARP membership benefits. Now, again, I am a member, but I am in no way getting any perks for promoting this. And I'm not actually really promoting AARP as much as I am promoting the ideas that I'm getting from them. Of course, I think it's a good site. It's a great source for a lot of information. But, you know, I'm not telling you have to sign up. I'm not promoting it in any way for any reason. I'm promoting this article and the ideas I got from AARP. Anyway, so some of the benefits, you get, you can save 15% off Norton Ultimate Help Desk. So if that is something that you would like for some of your IT troubleshooting, this is a great source. And if you are an AARP member, you do get up to 15% off. I think that's pretty good. Also, as I've spoken about before, AARP does have a lot of benefits and discounts at restaurants. The ones they list here are Denny's, Outback, Carrabba's, Bonefish Grill, but go on the website. I'm sure you can find a list of all of the restaurants that they do provide discounts for. And of course, you can go on there and get coupons. Coupons for groceries, coupons for a lot of items. Really good. Don't be afraid to use coupons. I think some people are afraid to use coupons, but you know the good thing about them now is you don't have to cut them out all the time. A lot of times you can just download it onto your phone, and there it is, ready to use. Now, they do have a lot of credit card benefits, 3% off cash back on airfare, hotel stays, car rentals, 2% on restaurants, and a lot of other travel rewards. And I'm guessing this is through AARP's credit card. I guess this is through a credit card you get through them. Doesn't really state, but that's the way it sounds to me. Again, you can check that out. Okay, let's see. We got just a few more things to look at here. Car rentals, up to 30% off a base price on a car rental. You can get a free upgrade from a compact to a full-size car. That's pretty good, especially if you're traveling. And again, prescription savings through AARP as well. Consumer cellular, 5% off your monthly service. And just some other items, as you can see. This is a great source. These are just the ones that I decided to go through with you today. Again, if you got this bulletin, all of this information is in there. If you did not get it, if you are not a member, you can go onto AARP's website. What I did, I went to the search and I just put in 99, brought up all the articles that have the word 99 in it. And don't you know, this was the first one there. I clicked on it and it has all of that information. So a great source. Take a look at it. You might learn something. I learned a lot of things. So I definitely recommend it. And I hope that you will take a look. You know, it's always time for savings. It's always time for learning how to save money, how to use your money better. AARP is just one source for that. There are so many other sources. Another of my favorites is pennyhoarder.com. Pennyhoarder.com. It's a great source for all kinds of things. And that site is not geared just towards people of my age group. It's geared towards everybody, but it does have special information about seniors as well. So I just wanted to pop on here today because I found this so interesting and I thought that I would share it with you. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, concerns, I am open for them. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and do so. I'm going to be sharing a lot more information on this channel, and get that bell notification so you'll know when my next video is ready to be viewed. Thank you again, and until next time, I will talk to you guys later.